What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again, and more stuff I haven't talked about. Where do we start? Iliman and Ndiaye, however you pronounce his name, 5-year deal, 18.5 million with £2 million of add-ons, is apparently the rumour of the agreed deal. It's a good move, I think. He didn't rip up the French league last year, but he knows English football. He played in the EFL, it looked fantastic. He looks like he's a player that can create things, moments, he can carry the ball well. He's a player that's going to fit into Everton really well because it's exactly what we've needed. I almost wish he sat deeper and he was a ball carrier from midfield, but he's not that. He's a ball carrier that can carry the ball from pretty much anywhere apart from, a 6 or an 8. He's clever, he's gifted, he's got a good finish. He's a player that we've liked for a long time. We've been linked with him for a number of years, really, on and off. And finally, we've got our man. It looks like the deal will go ahead. And it's a big move. It's a big move, and I'm really happy about it. I'm really happy about it. I'm excited, and I just think he fits. He fits what we've needed. People can say that we've been fairly slow on the transition, and don't get me wrong, I don't think this kid is rapid. But when he gets going, when he's got the ball, he carries it so well. It'll open doors, it'll create opportunities, and that's what excites me. It excites me to see what he can do next season. Everton today have also been linked with, I'm going to wait for this, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, which I don't have an issue with, by the way. I think he's a very good defender. And Lindelof. Now that I have an issue with. And the reason why I have an issue with it is because I definitely think it's the media peddling Everton getting rid of Branthwaite to help out Manchester United. I think it's really dodgy what's come out. Because yesterday, in the news, on Twitter and in papers, it said Everton are no longer at threat for PSR breaches. Today, David Ornstein comes out and said Everton still need to sell a player by the 30th. So I'm sitting there thinking, what's going on? That doesn't make sense to me. None of that makes sense. And that's the bit to confuse me a little bit, because if we're fine from a PSR standpoint, Swiss, whatever they're called, they said we needed 3.3 million. And we've got that. We've done that in Lewis Dobbin for 10. So I don't understand why we need more to comply. If it's over 10, why do we need to go and sell Branthwaite? Why can't we sell another player who is not, very good? Surely there has been some initial interest on some of the players that we haven't heard of. It all stinks to me. It doesn't fit. And I genuinely think this is the media peddling, trying to get Branthwaite on a reduced fee. I'm absolutely convinced of it. And I said it to John straight away. I said the reason why this has now come out today and it says Everton needs to sell a player is simply so Manchester United can lowball the second bid. Because I guarantee it was 35 plus add-ons the first time, making it 43. This one will probably be 50 with add-ons up to 60 or 55. And I still would rather take the points deduction. I don't want Branthwaite to leave Everton Football Club, and if Everton getting rid of another player other than Branthwaite solves that, I'm all for it. I literally would sell any other player in this team. And it's not because, I'm hell-bent on keeping Branthwaite, but Manchester United is the wrong club for him. Completely the wrong club. It's actually scandalous how anyone would think that's the right club. And Fabrizio Romano, I think that was another thing. He comes out on a podcast and says that Branthwaite is waiting for Manchester United. Branthwaite has said nothing. So I don't understand how he can say that. And I also can't understand why everyone's trying to sell him for cheap, by the way. Because his value isn't 75 million. It's higher. It's actually higher. If you are basing valuations from inflated players in the past, then yeah, fair enough. I can semi-see 75 million. But those inflated figures have stuck. Partly because of Manchester United. You know, Anthony, 80 odd million. Sancho, 80 odd million. You know, Casemiro, 70 million. Maguire, 75 million. Wesley Fofana, 80 million. You sit there and you think, you're getting a 22-year-old Jared Branthwaite. No, mate. He is worth more than any of those players. So I'm not having it. I'm not having it. And if Everton end up selling him £30 million cheaper, I think it's absolutely disgrace. And actually, I'd go further than that. I'd threaten legal action against the Premier League. I actually would. Because everyone seems to be doing it these days. It's actually ridiculous, right? It's actually ridiculous that the Premier League have got the absolute gumption to come out and go, oh, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll investigate a transfer between two clubs that have been Premier League, you know, and English football stalwarts. I know Villa got relegated, to be fair, but have been in the top flight, have played the most games. We're going to look at that because £9 million for Tim Arubarunen and 10 mil for Lewis Dobbin doesn't sound right, based on the fact that Archer was sold from Villa for like 18, 20 million. Ryan Brewster from Liverpool was 20 million. Jordan Ibe was 15 million. What basis are they saying that we are in the wrong for selling a player that made 20 first-team appearances last season and scored a Premier League goal, and they're saying 10 million's cheap? In this current market, you can't buy central midfielders out of the Championship for less than 10 mil. So how they're saying a winger or striker that has scored a Premier League goal against a very good Chelsea side, by the way, you know, they come good in the end, how they can say that Everton are in the wrong to do that is beyond me. So all of this investigation stuff is just rubbish. It's all just rubbish. So yeah, I'm not, I think it's a load of crap. I think it's a load of crap, and I'm not overly fussed about it. It then comes out, obviously, that the Calvert-Lewin deal is off, and Minteh or Minteh, that won't be happening either. I don't know if he's disappointed or not, but £40 million is a lot of money for a guy that hasn't done anything in the Premier League. That's not me saying he's not very good. He's fantastic. But I always think the Premier League is such a different league. You either make it or you don't make it. And he hasn't played English football, I don't think. He's played at final last season where he was brilliant, and there's no doubt. But it's a gamble. It's a £40 million gamble. I personally think signing a Willy Gnonto for maybe 20, 25 million is less of a gamble, but appreciate it's more difficult because of PSR. So I get it. It's just difficult. You know, you've also got Somerville, who we've been linked with, but he's also been linked with Chelsea and Tottenham. He's going to pick those two over us. That's fine. I'm not having an issue with that. But Everton are looking for these deals, and they're not going to be able to get them readily available from other clubs. The one club that I thought maybe Everton should maybe the one player that Everton should maybe have a punt at, and I don't know if they'd take it, is maybe Chelsea, because Chelsea have to comply with PSR, and they've got so many good players that surely one is available. You know, they've got loads of good players that somebody could be available. And, you know, if they are genuinely interested in Calvert-Lewin, maybe that's the deal to be had. Maybe it's I mean, this is ballsy. But if we're losing Onana to Bayern Munich, potentially, which we'll talk about in a minute, why couldn't we go? We're being ambitious. We've got a new owner. We've got a new stadium. Why couldn't we say, we want Conor Gallagher and you can have Calvert-Lewin? I know it's ballsy, but and I'm not saying it could happen. I'm not saying he'd be attracted to Everton. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just trying to put ourselves in a position where we look at it and we go, okay, he's available. Why don't we'll try and do a deal with him? And I'm trying to look at those transfers. It's difficult. Minteh made sense, albeit I actually felt that Newcastle were getting the worst end of the deal. I like Calvert-Lewin, but he went 25 games without scoring a goal last season, so I kind of You know, and no one could say that that was injuries, because it wasn't. He went 25 games without a goal. So I'm sort of, I'm on the fence about it. I do think Everton, based on the fact that David Ornstein's come out and said that today, I do think Everton may well have to make a sale. And I think it'll be interesting to see who goes, and I think it'll happen really quickly. It wouldn't surprise me if it is Onana, based on the fact that Bayern Munich want him. He's in Germany. It kind of makes sense. So we will see. It's disappointing because it is where it is, but I think we should be really positive at the start of the window. We've confirmed the signing of Jack Harrison. That's a tick. We've confirmed the signing of Ashley Young on another one-year deal, which it is what it is. I mean, there's not a massive amount of positive there, but it is what it is. So for me personally, I just think, well, let's just get on with it. Let's just stay on this hype train, this positivity, and we'll be fine. Anyway, guys, John will be back tomorrow. He sends his love and regards, and yeah, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Make sure you enjoy the England game. I don't know what he's going to do. Personally, I would have actually gone 4-4-2 in this game, but that's just my personal preference. I would have stayed with the goalkeeper, obviously, Jordan Pickford. I would have probably stayed with the back four being the same. I don't know if Trippier's injured, but if he's not injured, then I'd keep Trippier there. I actually would have gone with Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham in the middle, and sort of played one as a 6, one as an 8, and have Jude carrying the ball. I'd have Saka on the right hand side, I'd have Eze on the left hand side, and I would start Ollie Watkins alongside Harry Kane. That would be my team personally, but I know it's a bit radical. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you keep following the channel, because we are smashing it, and it is all down to you fantastic, lovely, amazing people. And I'll see you soon. Peace.